Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining the XD Daily Creative Challenge. Today it's an exciting challenge that we just revealed, the photo album UI on mobile app. When we started 2 days ago, we changed you with a classic web experience, then a web mobile experience, and now it's an app. So hi Diliana, hi Ellie, Jason. I saw Nana earlier, I see Alexander, Ahmad, Sayani. Thanks for watching. I'm super excited by today's theme. So if you don't know what the Creative Challenge is, there is the link in the description of this video, and you can check this landing page where you can register. If you discover the program on YouTube, for instance, feel free to join. We are challenging you every day for 2 weeks with design challenges that you can achieve using Adobe XD. You can also join our Slack channel. I will explain what this is. But today's challenge is photo album mobile app, design and prototype a mobile app experience to browse your photo albums. Okay, that's a great one. And we give you a template that we will explore in a few seconds. So we want you to join our Slack channel because on Slack you have the announcement channel. It says, hey, I am live. We reveal also, of course, what is the challenge of the day. There is design feedback, where you share your design and you get feedback on your work by professional designers. We have mentors such as Chris Cannon, Zach Nielsen. We also have the Adobe XD team directly answering your technical questions in the Help General channel. So to join our Slack channel, if it's not the case already, and it's not only for the challenge, by the way, it's just to build a Slack XD community. So to join, check this URL, bit.ly/XD Slack, okay? And it's case sensitive, so big X, big D, and then Slack, okay? Great. I want to start with some highlights from yesterday because we changed you yesterday, asking you to reuse what you designed on Tuesday, which was an event web page, and to make it responsive. So yesterday we covered the responsive resize feature of XD. And there is this work by Joanna. So that was her first experience. And then beautiful work here on mobile with still some interactive elements. Hamburger Menu is something that we covered yesterday. You can watch the replay. How many tickets? We go full screen because on a mobile, it's very easy to anticipate the dimension of the screen. Much easier than on desktop, because the issue on desktop is that I can do this. So you never know. Okay, it's a great work, Joanna. I also wanted to show this one. I was mentioning during the show that there are some hamburger menu coming from the top and covering the entire screen. So this is what our friend Elias did. Okay, with some nice animation too. Very easy to read, very bold. Nice typography choice. Maybe Futura, maybe. I mean, it's good. And then there is this one by Selvam that I also like because the hamburger menu is a little bit deconstructed. And you can register, and I like how he kept it focused, you know. You have a confirmation message, everything in the same area, and also very close to the bottom of the screen, which is great because you can do everything with your thumb. So good job, Selvam. And also I wanted to highlight this one by Jonathan with the checkout. Look at that. It's like pushing the entire UI, so you can directly book, select the date, number of guests, and checkout. Again, no pop-up, everything stays at the same place. Great user experience. And then on mobile, it works too. So that was the good news for Jonathan, is that to make it responsive, it wasn't a huge effort, you know. So instead of having a 50-50 layout here, he opted for a hero banner, put the information down, and keep the same interaction. Very good job. But today, completely different topic. So let's jump into XD and let's design some photo album mobile app. So if you get the template today, designed by Marissa, thank you Marissa again for creating these amazing templates. You have some inspiration here, some colors, okay, and that's the challenge. So today I will introduce you to some features. I'm not sure which one yet, but we will see. The idea is just to play with XD to, just prototype something that could be appealing for browsing first the albums, and then what is the experience once I am inside the photo album. Okay, so I will change the background color. Usually, I don't know how you feel about this, but if you look at photo albums, it's either black or white because you don't want to create confusion with your pictures. Like you don't want to, denature your pictures, and you want the eyes to focus on the pictures. So that's why usually you have very simple UIs when it comes to the background of photo mobile apps. So it's either dark or very, very light, such as Apple. So Apple, they just use like a plain white, you see. So let's do a dark mode. Okay, and I click here. You see when I select an artboard and in my assets panel, when I click on add the colors, it will automatically add all the colors of the artboard, including the gradients. Okay, good. So we just work on the first photo album. So let's do a Halloween album this time. And maybe we can assume that the user is at some point in the experience can pick a color for the photo album. So it could be another cue to find photos. The first one is the name of the album, and maybe we can associate one color to the album. Okay, so when you browse, it's much easier. For instance, let's say there is one about the kids, and you associate this one with green when you define the album. So it's just an easier way to find your content. Okay, we have a shape here, which is a placeholder, and we need to add a picture. So yesterday I went on Adobe stock, stock.adobe.com. I found 3 pictures that I license of Halloween. And we have, wow, Utsab watching from Nepal. Wow, very far away. Thanks for watching us. Hi, Bohana. Hi, Hector. And I selected 3 pictures. You just need to drag and drop it. And when you drag and drop a picture in a shape, it automatically creates a mask for you. Okay? So that will be my first one. And then I will just say, okay, if I tap on this, I want to display the first picture in full screen. So maybe I want to keep a theme here. So this, actually, let's put it in the back. That's the navigation, I guess, that Marissa wants us to use. So we put it here. Okay. We need a title here, so we just do my photos. Let's keep it simple. And I need this first picture in full screen. Okay, so that's easy. Whoop. Ah, okay, good trick. So when you drag and drop a picture, especially like a high resolution one, this is what's happening. So maybe it's smarter to first create shape. And let's keep the header here, otherwise it will. See, so I'm just tracing a rectangle and then I paste it inside. Okay, so you paste your picture inside, just with the drag and drop. It works perfectly. And I want to change here. So we have the same background. Okay, so that's the first picture. Then I can just duplicate this one, drag and drop the second one, duplicate this one, and drag and drop the second one. Okay, now we need to change the navigation. So Marissa, she used the trick where this one is at 100%, this one is at 50. Okay, so we put this one at 100%. And let me launch Keycaster so you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. So by pressing 5, just on the keyboard, it becomes 50%. So this one, 50%, this one, 100%. Okay, so that's a first way. So let's do something very simple first and say that if I type here, we will just use transition, okay, to see how it works. So I use a transition and we will use like a Let's do a push up for the first one. And then I want to go to the next one. We do push left and push left. Okay, so you see, just in 2 minutes, now we have an experience where I can navigate. I could just connect here the back button. And could be a push down, okay, because we're coming back to the home screen. So 1, 2, 3, and I come back. Why not? You know, that's a way to express a navigation. So what's good with XD is that this is your first version, but then we can keep working on other proposals. Okay, it's a great way to just iterate your design, experiment. So let's do another version here. Go, and actually we want to land on the same thing here, but this time I want to use first an animation between these two. So remember this rectangle, I copy pasted the rectangle, so it's the same layer, and here it's not the same object though. Okay, so I need to be very careful. I need to select this one, paste it here, because when you use animation it has to be the same object, otherwise it won't work. Okay, my photos. Yeah, let's try this. So if I select the album in prototype, if I tap here, this time we will use auto animate with a snap 0.6. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let me play it again so you can select the artboard again here. Okay, that's good. What's good is that like it's not like another screen covering, you know, like I see my content and I see that this is the same content, just getting bigger. So that's a better experience, I think. And now I want maybe to use my thumb to drag, you know, to the left to discover the other pictures. So something I know you will try to do, and it won't work. You will try to do something like this. Okay, and you will say, I'm here, and I see that I have a trigger which is drag. So it should let me drag to this screen. But the thing is that you will drag, but nothing will happen. It won't work. So let's see how we can fix that. Remember, we need to have the same object on the first artboard and the second one to do auto animate. So the trick is that we need to have these 3 pictures in the same group. That's the trick. So to do so, let's go back to the design view. I will create a very big artboard, and I will take this one, and see, I just copy paste them next to each other. Here we go, to create a group. So you select the 3 and you do Command G to group these 3 elements. And that's what I will be using here. Okay, so we just paste it here. Here we go. So now I need actually this picture to have exactly the same ratio as this one. You will quickly understand why. So the trick is just to give it the same height. Maybe a little bit of transparency. So I can perfectly align them. Actually the same height is not enough. Interesting. Okay, so I do it roughly. I should do more calculations to make sure that it's exactly the same ratio. So it's not perfect, but it will work. Okay, so why am I doing this? So here I need an animation from here to here. But if I animate from this to the group, it's not the same object. So I will lose my effect. So I will animate from here to here because let's make sure it still works. Yeah, this is the same object. And then I will ask XD to directly, once I am on this artboard, to directly jump to this one using a time transition. So to use the time transition, first make sure you select the artboard and make sure that the two artboards, the source and the target, have the same dimension. I saw a lot of questions on Slack about this. Okay, so trigger after 0 seconds, just move to the screen. It could be actually a transition. We do a slight dissolve 0.2. Okay. So now I animate and yeah, I have a slight transition to this one. Great. So now I can work on my drag experience. And this I want it to move, so I will change Marisa's design. I will copy this element, put it at 50%, and I will paste it back at 100. But now it's separate elements, so you will quickly understand why. So this is my first screen. For the second picture, I just need to move my group. So now you understand what's going on with auto animate. And I just need to move this. Okay, that's my second picture. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, it worked. Now I duplicate this one. Third picture. Okay, and this one goes here. Great, now we can switch to prototype and say that from this artboard to this one, we want this time to use drag with auto animate. Easing, we can use a snap. Same here. Drag, auto animate with a snap. And if I select this one, select the header, then I can come back to my menu. Auto animate can be a little bit messy, but let's try. We will see what it does. Okay, so that's my first artboard, second one, third. And now I can start dragging. And if you go over, see, I don't go over 50%, so it comes back. If I go over 50%, then it will move with a snap to the other direction. So what did I select here? Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure about this one. So let's try to understand what I'm selecting here. So that's maybe the entire picture. And that's the one I want. With a tap, I come back. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Oh, it's coming back to the wrong artboard, but that's okay. Okay. So again, you see in a few minutes, you try something different that you can express. Can I preview a full version of this experience? What do you mean, Van Damme? You can preview everything, but maybe you can say, okay, that's version 1. You could also add, let's say, a menu here. You know, when you design multiple experiences, that will be your home. And you can change everything and say photo albums, version Y, that you connect to the first version, and version 2. See what I mean? And that's your menu to jump to this one or jump to this one. And then you can share it with your customers and they can tell you which one they prefer. Okay? So that's one type of experience. Also, questions I see on Slack all the time, do I have to follow the template? No, you can choose to design something completely different. So, and maybe you can say, okay, I have something completely different in mind. So let's try something else. Maybe I want to combine everything on one screen. So this would be, and I will group this one, the main album. This is the following one, with an opacity of 50%. And I will duplicate this one and do an even smaller one here with a different color. Opacity of 20. Is it centered? Okay, that's better. And then maybe it's like a cover flow, you know, at the top, and you display the picture at the bottom. So I'm just improvising something just to show you that don't feel limited, okay, by the template. You can redesign what you want. So the center is here. Okay, good to know. Come on. I'll just add more or less 3 points here. Okay, it's a little bit small. Okay, and then very quickly I will just add some placeholders for the pictures that I could preview. Let's add 3 using the repeat grid. And maybe the user can scroll. I mean, why not? Okay, I will ungroup the repeat grid. First, I want to remove the border. Yeah, I don't need the border. And for the placeholder, I want something darker. Ungroup the grid. And we want to copy paste some pictures. So this will be the first one, second one, third one. Okay, unfortunately, that's all I got, so we just mix them randomly. Just for the prototype. Okay, so maybe that's my first step. And then to switch to the other one, and yeah, orientation, landscape, portrait, you would have to prototype both. And then for the next one, this will be my second screen. So this one would become the main one here. The first one would be smaller. And this one, whoop, yeah, 50% also, somewhere here. And this one, 50%. And then it's saying the kids. So if you want to quickly fill with pictures, there is now some plugin I've discovered. So in the plugin, you know, now you have plugins since this new version that we released at Max like 2 weeks ago. It's called UI Faces. So you just select shapes and you say, okay, I want random users like from everywhere. And okay, I cannot say kids though, but I will do a diverse UI. Oh, age, I can set the age. Interesting. But let's just apply faces. And boom, it will just fill all the shapes with UI faces. Super, super cool. But now what I want to try is the drag. So I would say if I select this, I want to jump to this screen, use the drag again with the snap. And now I have my cover. Okay, so that's one way. I should change the color, by the way. Something that could be fun would be to move this actually. So this is also something you can do. You know, as I'm dragging, I could select these 3 dots and follow Halloween, and then maybe have one more step where everything becomes green. And I display the content, you see, but like you see the arrow is not following the color flow. So maybe there is something there. But just to inspire you and see what you can do. In this case, when you use drag animation, I really invite you when you share it on Behance to record a video. That's what I was showing during the highlights. And yes, NL, you need more works. It has to become green, and maybe it would be a 2 steps. But yeah, just to give you some ideas about just how you can start from a simple challenge, the photo album UI, and go in 3 different creative directions. So it's really up to you. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you will create today. Make sure to share it on Slack. We have all our friends from the community giving you feedback. And yeah, enjoy, have fun. That's a mobile app. That's the first one that we're covering during these 2 weeks of creative challenges. I will be back live tomorrow at the same time, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, with a new challenge. But in the meantime, I will see you on Slack, and stay tuned. We are still live today with our video creator friends. They actually are editing videos for their YouTube channels using Adobe Premiere Rush, and we will be live in about 5 minutes with Jeremy and Evan. Thanks for watching, and see you all on Slack. Bye, everyone.